Doing well. So this morning, I am streaming because my work schedule got a little messed up, and my long afternoon into the evening stream plans had to be canceled. So this morning, we're going to get in here, and we are going to um, start playing some Warmind. Um, that's the plan to get started. Let me create a party real quick. I always forget to do this before I start stream, and I apologize. There we go. Um, so the idea is to start Warmind this morning. The campaign for it is not very long, um, but I do also want to finish up a little bit of Mercury. So we're gonna start there and kind of just um, do the missions. Um, Here you go. Switch What's the Sunfall with Infinite Paths. I like that better. Alright. So obviously you can see up here we're level 40. That's super awesome. Simply from the standpoint of um, being um, oh, of course it did that. Does it still take you to my page? It does. Okay. That's all I care about. Sorry. Um, so basically, we're going to finish this up. Um, oh, Lord. I hate when it does that. I'm going to pick up some materials. Oops. Um, and then once we're done here, um, we're going to head to Mars. At least start the campaign. I doubt I'll finish it before I have to leave for work. Actually, I'm like 100% positive I won't. And depending on how far we get, I may or may not come home, and I still might stream tonight, just not nearly as long as I had planned, because I do have to work tomorrow, and I'm gonna let him kill him. I'm just here for the goodie bags. All right, and there we go. All right, so it's this one here. Let's start this. The up and up.
Guardian, Ghost. I've obtained the coordinates to a Vex combat test within the forest, designed to study the fighting capabilities of the Fallen. They must be preparing an invasion.
We've got this. The Vex can't study the Fallen if we delete them.
I need you to go away. 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 Who shooed me? Okay. So I'm gonna pick up these chests and simulation seeds because why not? That's why you have to gear a shell, right? So that's there. The only bad thing, not the only bad thing, like I think Mercury could have been a great idea, but I can't use my Sparrow, which it's stupid. Um, I just don't understand why they decided to do it. I think they wanted it to feel bigger, personally, but I mean Mercury's it's small. Like it is what it is. So
If these readings are correct, the destination gateway is heavily protected. This simulation must be valuable.
There's nothing the Vex value more than unique data.
I don't know who you're shooting at, but that's weird. Level 41, okay. And again, for if you haven't watched previous streams, that's another reason why we're doing all these adventures and stuff on Mercury. We've done all the adventures on Mars, or not Mars, Earth and Io and Nessus, when I probably really didn't have to from a... I know I definitely didn't have to from a story perspective. Shit, where did he go? I know I definitely didn't have to. But I did it because I basically want to be at the level cap by the time Forsaken starts. Or I at least start it. With the main key being that I can also do the power surge bounties to get up to 640, which will be just under the new level cap of 700. I'll probably do this because I want to show everybody what they are. You know, how they're working, that kind of thing. But my goal, of course, but my goal is to, you know, basically blow through Forsaken as well. Enjoy the storytelling. You know, I'm not trying to dismiss anything. But I want to be able to do all the different parts of that and not feel like, oh god, I need help. You know, and I might even use like I might use Ace of Spades. Because I already have it. If for those of you unfamiliar, you get an exotic quest at the end of the campaign to get a weapon. Those of you familiar with the, you know, D1 know whose weapon it is. I'm going to kind of leave that alone. Yeah, so I might use that. It is from that expansion. I'm trying to make it a habit of not using things that don't come from a particular expansion. You know, during the playthrough, I want it to feel, you know, if not from that one, then, you know, anything before it. So that's why I'm using... This is why you see me using the Osiris gear. In fact, I probably need to go online and see what sets come from where. Like, which ones specifically come from Anna. Where are you? There it is, Destiny Sets. That's a good website if you're not familiar with it, destinysets.com. I wish there was an easier way for me to put all this stuff in my description. You know, right now without having a stream deck and all that, it's not possible at all. So I do apologize. So could, if I had a stream deck, I could have all that, you know, all the pretty overlays. I'd have all this stuff already set up for you guys. But destinysets.com. Some destination stuff. Tangled Shore, Dreaming City. Oh, that's from this year 1. That's what I want. Planetary sets. There we go. The EDZ I don't have. IO I don't have. The Arcology gear I don't have. I'm only... Oh, I can... What? Do I have the full Nessus set? Sorry. No, see, this is part of the reason coming here is bad. Open world. No, I don't have those. Okay. That's what I thought that meant. So, I have 0 of the Warlock armor from, oh, I have bounties to turn in. I didn't even know. I have 0, like, none of the armor for my Warlock. Let me see. I have 207 Seraphite. Probably not going to get enough of what I need to get it from her. I will have to check Discord and see if Spider has it. If he does, it's going to be another one of those things where, you know, I hop over to my Titan real quick, grab it, and then come back. It's 470. Go away. So, alright. We'll square that away in a little bit. I'm going to look up Spider stuff. And if you guys are interested, if you're not already a member, our clan is recruiting. We do have Discord we use quite often.
The Vex haven't shown much interest in them before.
Who but the Vex can say? Their network is always adapting. With Panoptes destroyed, their directives were bound to change.
By the way, the Vex have you on a time limit. Don't let those Fallen escape.
We can handle it. Those platforms.
So you heard Segura say something about this being timed. In the heroic version,
Try not to look down.
this is timed. You can see there is no timer here. But in the heroic version, it is timed. I think you only have like a couple of minutes to... You gotta kill all these guys, run across, and... the different platforms and stuff, yeah, like that. Where's the things at? Right there. shit. And that is why the Warlock jump still takes some getting used to for me. Titan would not have a problem. Up. Ow.
You're near the target. Do what you must to stop the fallen.
We know how to do that.
We know how to do that. Oop. Forgot to mute Discord. Because this isn't the timed version, obviously I'm doing whatever. He's dead.
Another reality path close to the Vex.
Told you they were good.
The runner. And I'll show you guys this part, but it's telling me I have to go back down here so that I can go back to Osiris. Legendary Dusklight Data Lattice. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It says that there's two different things. So, like, I could fast travel here. I won't. Just this one time, anyways. But we. Here. The Infinite Forest. Reload. Now the cool thing is I do have some weapons that we can play with that are planetary. They're not going to be the escalation protocol set. But we can at the very least mess with them a little bit. And outside of the escalation protocol, there are actually... Oh, what's this one? Oh. Alright, so the next one is here. So what it does is it makes you do all the adventures.
Guardian, I've detected a single cabal within a simulation, carrying encrypted data between 2 points. The scientists in me would say the Vex are running a test. A continual loop to establish a benchmark data set. To what end? I'm not sure.
Sounds like we'd better find out what they're after.
But, so I don't have the armor. We'll work on getting
The
that.
Vex are focusing a lot of processing power on this particular simulation. This is a big deal for them.
If you can tell that, can't you terminate it from your end?
Ever try to remotely control a machine on a perpetual feedback loop? You're the off switch. Go close it down.
Yeah, I would ask that you all kindly back the F up. Alright. Go away. But yeah, so they'll make me do, there's only 3 adventures on Mercury. What they do is they make you do them all individually, and then that's when you unlock the heroic story mission. Aww. That was probably a waste, but... And these things that are dropping, these hive tablets, these are used for the Thorn quest. Arguably my favorite hand cannon in the game. Now, I was using it quite a bit in D1. You guys didn't see this the other day. I thought the stream was still going. It wasn't. But I still have my original Thorn in my vault in D1. Like I said, it is by far my favorite weapon. And I use it for PvP. You really, in this game, Thorn is a great PvE and PvP weapon. But it definitely was more PvP in D1. And, you know, I will say that for the quest being what it is, like to get the hive tablets, or that might actually be for last word, either one. But for everybody who I feel like complains about having to do PvP for the Thorn quest, I'm not gonna lie, like, be quiet. I know that sounds rude, but D1 it was way worse. It was way harder. At least with Thorn this time, the only PvP step you had to do as PvP was the last one. And even then, like, yes, you had to use hand cannons, but it was like you can use void hand cannons. You can just not, like, you can do whatever. You know, but like, you're gonna get more kills this way. And they wanted you to use a hand cannon, so, but I feel like, so what? Like, you're getting a hand cannon, they wanna, you know, the gun's using it as a narrative piece. The gun is trying to find you worthy. Who is behind me? You can go away. I didn't see a gigantic problem with it. And again, I'm not a PvP guy. Anybody who's watched the stream before knows, like, I'm not, you know, they're not calling me up to had a PvP tournament, you know. That's not what I do. But I don't like this thought that, like, I don't like it when it's all PvP because I'm not a PvP guy, and so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But if one step is the only one that requires PvP, I feel like that's not a terrible thing. Like, it gets you into Crucible, you know, it gets you working on your weapons. I already told you guys that we may or may not work on some of these weapons on the stream because I already have them. You know, there's not really a point in doing it again. But you know, that doesn't mean that we won't. A lot of it really just depends on how long it takes us to do some of the other things. When we get to the Black Armory expansion, there are forges that have to be unlocked, and that can be kind of time consuming. Especially the last one, the Izanami Forge. Because it's not account based, it's character based. Which sucks because I already have it on my Titan. But you know, it will give us an opportunity to It's way back there. I'm not going back there for that. Yeah, but it will give us a chance to kind of go through all that. And because I'll be the appropriate light level, for sure when we get there, it won't be nearly as bad as it was on the release. So yeah. But yeah, so I mean, as far as the unlocking these guns, I got off on a tangent. We may not do them. The biggest thing for me is I'm only missing the shader for one forge. That is Izanami. Now I do have I have it all open on my Titan, but I'm waiting for Tuesday because specifically I am there's only 2 weapons that you can do in that forge. It's the bow and the pulse rifle. And starting Tuesday, April 9th, so this coming Tuesday, you'll be able to like get any weapon frame that she has for you to unlock. Like so far it's been kind of like gated behind like a random what is she gonna have this week kind of thing. And starting Tuesday, that won't be the case anymore. So, like, you'll be able to get she'll have all the weapon frames. Dead. You'll be able to get all the weapon frames, so it's a good possibility. I've got kind of a little bit of time Tuesday, so you might see me hop on before work or in between clients on Tuesday.
Everything they could be doing in the forest. Why would the Vex choose to focus so much effort on a solitary cabal in a single simulation?
It will depend on how important that one cabal is. What it carries may be critical to their ultimate plans.
Ultimate plans. Let's find out what he's got. That's right, I can't shoot through the wall.
He's making a break for it. Let's drop him.
Alright, so I'm gonna hold it for a brief second. This would be timed in the heroic version. Oh, I can't go that way. Alright. So, now that I've leveled up, that actually unlocks a few more weapons for us to play around with. This Traveler's Judgment is one. I also have my Le Monarch. I may not use that, though. The Perfect Paradox. That's my baby. I love that shotgun. No. Holding on to you for that. And you're good for now. Alright, so I'm 453. Not great, but... So these are the last 2 weapons that we hadn't had a chance to try so far while playing the expansion. Going through it.
Okay, let's see what's inside. Oh, this is code for what looks like a phage. Part technology, part biology. just like the Vex.
And I probably shouldn't have killed him so quickly. There were more bad guys that could have killed. We got a little more XP. Whoops. On my part. Bug in the system. Infuego! Infuego! And I apologize in the background. You probably hear my wife snoring. I am still up in the bedroom. And, you know, it's 9 o'clock, so a little early. At least for her. But she is extremely pregnant, so, you know, you don't say too much to her. Boring. Before we start the next mission, I'll show you guys. We'll take a look at the weapons that I've gone ahead and equipped, and kind of let you see the perks on them and whatnot. The lighthouse. Oh, there's the chest right there. I am gonna have to go kill some guys. I need some ammo for. There we go. That should be enough. Alright, plug in the system here. Click, click, boom. There.
Picking up a message from Osiris. He and Sagira want us to head into the forest. Something about an experiment involving the hive.
So yeah, I meant to show you guys before, but I wanted to get the hell out of there after I'd started getting everybody to shoot at me. Traveler's Judgment has Headseeker as its main perk. Body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time. You have accurized rounds, steady rounds, armor piercing. Armor piercing's kind of nice, but I like accurized, especially on a sidearm. Not a bad little sidearm. The 3-round burst, not my favorite. I'm not a sidearm fan though, but this guy, my perfect paradox, rampage. So you know, kills mean I get to kill bigger guys.
The past is the future.
Smooth bore rifle barrel full choke. This is one you see. There's Roman numerals there for 14. This is part of a side quest. If we could still do it, that was on Mercury for Saint 14. If you don't know who he is a Titan who is like the Titan of all Titans, really. He was one of the original Titan vanguards.
There's an opportunity there.
Go cause trouble. The Vex don't handle unexpected
And
incidents
he
that
got.
Mess up the tests. Give them nothing but garbage output.
His claim to fame.
So this is what it feels like when we're in total agreement. Weird.
His claim to fame was headbutting a Kel after one of the big battles for. Okay, so you're dead. You're dead. Boom. And we're good. After one of the battles, and I think it was It might have been 6 fronts, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So forgive me, I'll have to go look it up again. But Saint 14 went about and said, "Look, we got to kill all the fallen. They got to go. We got to go. We got to start crippling them." And so he set about doing that, and he was fighting one of the Kells. And again, if you're not super familiar with Destiny's lore, Kell is like the head of a house, like they're the leader. And he was being choked out. A guy had him up against the wall, was choking him out, and Saint 14 headbutted him. So wham! And cracked the dude's skull and killed him. So, and the thing is, too, is after that, he never came back to the city. That's a big thing in the lore, is he didn't come back. I picked that one up already, I forgot. He did not come back to the city. And a lot of people were like, well, what did he do? Especially if you didn't follow D1's lore. But Saint 14 actually went to Mercury to try to find Osiris at the request of the speaker. Osiris and Saint 14 were like best friends. So it was, for him, it was tough that, oh my god, my friend's gone. And we need to find him, because they realized, I think they started to realize that maybe Osiris was right. And it'd be cool to do a whole thing on their friendship and their background as part of the podcast. I have a million ideas for the first episode. Oh, hello. Can you not? In the face. I just need you to go away. Dead. Alright. But, hey, you're dead. But, he comes here and nobody ever hears from Saint 14 again. We don't know where he is. But when you do the mission, you basically get to see that he is dead. The Vex killed him. They created this machine that would basically drain his life. And all you see is his dead body. And you get the machine gun, the shotgun. And to me, that's pretty, a lot of people say, well, the Infinite Forest, which is where, you come to get all that. Like, it's, oh god. How can I forget you guys are ogres? They're like, it's a simulation, you can't trust it. And that might be true, but, is it true? That kind of thing. So, I definitely want to do a little research, and have that as a talking point. I'm gonna look at the lore, but I'm more interested in the interpersonal connection between the two. Why he, C14, meaning why he found it so necessary to come after Osiris, even if the speaker asked him to. And oh god, no, I'm not dealing with this. Dudes. Dead. There. Now I can confront you guys. Speaker, again, this is something that's in the lore, was like C14's father. Like, that's the relationship they had. I'm going to go back and grab these, because Hive tablets. Yay. He was like his father, so while I understand this, when this, the speaker said, hey, go get Osiris. I still don't quite understand why he did it, to be 100% honest with you. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because Osiris' best friend, Speaker's his father. Speaker threw Osiris out, led, as you saw during the playthrough, that group was led by Ikora, his own student. She was like, "Hey, you got to go." She was the one who kind of pushed him out. I'm not. Oh, I'm not. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I guess this is really where I'm going with this. Alright, so I've played with this enough. I don't like the Traveler's Judgment. We're going to switch it up. I do want something a little long range, so we're going to go back to the Infinite Paths. Boom, all dead. Hi, dog. Hello, little war beast. There we go. You just smack everything around. Off we go. But anyways, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so Osiris, the speaker, don't have time for you. Or you. Or you. Or you. Or you. You either. You can all go away.
The Hive constantly adapt and evolve, generating new mutations as naturally as we breathe. The Vex know this, and seek to catalog and exploit these mutations in real time.
So hey, it'd be great if you could smash the simulation before the Vex can learn anything of value.
Yes.
Get ready to trash some data. And by trash, I mean destroy Hive.
Not entirely sure how that missed him, but
Every Hive we kill is an unanswered question for the Vex. Too many Hive. They're breaking my link to the Vex data stream. going. We finished the first wave, but the Vex data collection is incomplete. Looks like they want to go another round. Knock 'em dead. Disrupted my sync with the simulation. We have to get the hive away from the plate. Security barriers back up. Let's rip into another Cyclops and get a new park charge.
I gotta go kill the Cyclops. Sorry, Mr. Cyclops. You guys are all on top of you. Look at that. Oh, hello. A blue for me. Sidearm. After I just said I don't really like sidearms.
The forest can generate so many hive. It might as well be their homeworld.
We've thought about that.
Have you simulated the hive homeworld?
Didn't go well.
The hive homeworld. The firmament. They're dead.
Misfortune is one of my favorite things. Of course, with all the bad data you're feeding them, there could be side effects in other simulations. Like the one you're in. Time to go.
Brother Vance. So now we go talk to Brother Vance. And yeah. Let's go talk to Brother Vance. So, oh God, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go lay back down. So, I'm not gonna worry too much about these things. We're basically done with Mercury, so I'm not stressing this too much. Just really am trying to get to Mars. At least do the first mission, so I can kind of first couple of missions, so I can kind of get ready, and then tonight, rolling into tomorrow for sure. Because I'm also off on Monday, I can definitely knock out a lot of War Mine then. So.
Ikora Ray once sat at the feet of Ali. You tell me everything about the Infinite Forest. Everything. I will give you infinite time to tell me.
Alright.
We each find our own path. Mine is to be a storehouse of Osiris's wisdom, knowledge, and legends.
That one.
Yours is... Give me a minute. I'll think of it. You have done some works in Osiris's name. Victories he would value, even reward. I should know. I know him better than anyone. So we continue to push forward. Do what must be done. Even if the great Osiris will never know it was me. I mean, you.
Alright. So, you saw the heroic adventure unlocked.
I know many things.
We're gonna do that because I believe it is part of the quest, if I'm not mistaken. And even so, you can only do like one a day. If it's not part of the quest, I might not do it. Nope, it is. Heroic adventure completed. Alright, so you probably saw some of the other purple missions right there. That, you know, are like, hey, you know, like, do this. Those missions though are different. They actually unlock weapons. Again, weapons I've already unlocked, so I probably will abstain from them for now, until it's time to go. So we're gonna do the big one we just did, or one of the ones we just did anyways. The one with the big Cabal guy who's got Data trying to get away. I chose not to do the up and up because it's timed, and even though I've been putting in some decent time with this Warlock, I still don't.
The Vex are continuing their studies of Cabal behavior. They have re-established the encrypted data transmission.
More to the point, the Cabal are marching again. Better get moving.
So we're gonna go ahead and get in here. Now this one will be timed as well, but I'm gonna have my super by the time I get to this guy. Plus having my heavy sword. Plus having my shotgun, all that. So
There's something odd about the Vex test. It doesn't provide insights into Cabal behavior. Unless you count Cabal trapped in mazes.
At this point, they may not be studying the Cabal.
Which means they're studying us.
oh no! Oh, I call bullshit. Oh, fuck it. Oh, well, at least it didn't make me lose my Devour at the same time. I would have been pissed. Oh, God, ow. Alright, I don't have time for this. Sure you can. Sure you can. Well done. And because this is the untimed part, I am going to take my time just because I want to get my super. I want to have it ready for the big boss. So when you get there, just melt him. Kind of get it over with. You can definitely tell the difficulty's ramped up. Ow. In the face. What? Where'd you go? Yeah. Go away. Go away. Oh, God. Ugh. All right. All right. Time to start shotgunning. Dead. 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 Who is sniping me? It's probably one of them damn shanks. Yep. Oh shit, one got behind me. I did not see him there. The bastard. Dead. Ow. Dude! What in the hell? These sniper shanks are the worst. I legit think they're the worst enemy right now, at least. Like, they're the worst enemy until you get to some of the Forsaken enemies. And then there are definitely some that are worse. But definitely in the early game, like, they're the worst. Because of stuff like that, like, because they've got the best aim. You're not used to Fallen having that. They will tear your ass up. So. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, I panic-naded. Shit, not the best move. Alright, he's dead. shit, one got behind me. Solve that problem. They're dead.
This continual Vex reliance on the Cabal is unusual. Even for them. I find it troubling.
I find it troubling that you find it troubling. You usually have an answer for everything. And he's on the run. Bet you can stop him.
I have seen what is to come. If we are to avert disaster, we must continue to fight the Vex. This phage cannot be allowed to escape the forest.
Nah, I got him. So this one I didn't want to waste time. Because if he escapes, it's timed, but it's not. If he escapes, you don't get, I think there's 2 chests up here? Might just be 1. But either way, I was not about to let him go and, you know, miss out. Or maybe it's like an upgraded chest. Yeah, that's what it is. And now I go back to see Brother Vance. Whisper in your ear. The runner. Wing fit him. That's not a big enough jump though right now. 500, 504. Nah. Alright, let's go see Brother Vance. Let's talk to Brother Vance.
Back again, Guardian?
Alright, and we're done with Mercury. Yay.
I have endured many trials. The
Alright,
wait for Osiris to return is yet
so
another.
Mercury prophetic. Alright. I've got my hive tablets, that's cool.
Approach and be heard. Speak.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the
And tell me
tower.
what wisdom it is.
And I am actually probably gonna go get something to eat. Because I'm starving right now. Just want to see whatever this engram is that I got here. And I can go see Ikora, it looks like, so I'll start there. Alright, so while we're flying in, let's look at some ships. Oh, there we go. That is not ships. That is ships. Zavala. Already. I do not need to hide. Alright. Let's go see Ikora.
Even with the entire infinite forest at their disposal, the Vex couldn't predict the Traveler's awakening. Or you. It gives me hope that any of us can defy expectations, can change. Sagira certainly has, and even Osiris seems less like Osiris. In a good way. But the cost.
Alright. So we got those. Wear the sword on our back. Already. That's some stuff at the postmaster. I'll take a look at it. Probably stuff that dropped that I didn't see.
Could possibly be that. What cipher is this?
Uriel's Year 1 meta. I won't be using it. You I will take. You I'll take. You I'll take. Oh, why am I full here? You're there. Auction. Definite not. There we go. Had to sneeze. Pulse rifle. Bye. Alright, so that's squared away. Postmaster's done. All that's done. Alright. Alright. Well, I think that I'm going to call it a morning, guys. I want to go get some breakfast and stuff and go lay back down. I have a long day at work. So it's been fun. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see you guys some tonight. If not, for sure it will be tomorrow night. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Saturday, and I will talk to you guys later.
Send for a rocket gelato.